And we're going live. And we are live, it says here. And this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. It's about 6:52 a.m. And this is our 558th episode of the show. Trying a little bit something different, experiment with some settings in YouTube. So I'm not sure when it will start or what you'll see, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, hope you're doing well. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And here we talk about on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show, Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way. We do a lot of facilitating, a lot of coaching techniques too. But it's all about getting value to your customer, getting you home to family and friends, not working crazy hours, and having a little fun. And so on the fun news, congratulations to SpaceX. They actually landed their rocket, but I think they crushed the legs and it fell over and blew up. You want to see something blow up? Definitely watch the show. But I'm telling you, I actually feel bad because I kind of yelled at my kids last night. I says, if you mess this up, this is like a once in a lifetime. This is history being made right here. And you're going to mess it up so I can't watch it. I'll kill you. They're like, well, I think that's serious. So they both calmed down and watched it with me. So it was good to see it. And then the real catcher, right? It's like that when you watch those videos of people saying, oh, I won. And I heard the guy on the announcer. I feel bad for him. He's like, oh, yeah, third time's a charm. And then it blew up. It's like, because I was about to go out, walk the dogs. And I was like, well, wait, I guess nothing will happen. It looked like it was pretty stable. As soon as I turned around, I looked back. There's the rocket falling over and about to blow up. So you never know what's going to happen until it's totally, completely done. And even then, you don't know. But congratulations to them. And they launched another one of their Falcon 9s and put up more Starlink satellites. So I'm upset that they haven't sent me an email that says I can get Starlink yet because I want to buy it. Because I'll support the space. If the buying Starlink is what I can do, then I will do that. Anyway, so none of that has to do with Scrum and Agile, except for the fact that they're very agile in how they're building this rocket. So they're taking a very agile, iterative approach, and they're so close to getting it honed in pretty good. I wish them the best of luck. Anyway, okay. So what are the topics I have on the agenda? Check in, check out, and norms. And what I had written, and when I was doing my coaching cohort, one of my senior coaches, she probably don't like me calling her senior coach. She's like, I'm not senior, but we always would close out our meetings and start our meetings with a little check-in and check-out. And what I'm suggesting is that before every meeting, that everyone looks at giving their people getting in a little bit of time to catch their mind up. Sometimes they would do, it's traditional. It's just like read the minutes from the previous meeting to get your mind back checked in, right? So when you do a meeting and you have your time, maybe you do a little check-in, and then you do a little check-out. And so if you have a half-hour meeting, it's like if it's 30 minutes, then that's going to be 5 minutes, and that's 5 minutes. And your meeting is actually going to be 20 minutes long. Your people will appreciate you more. And then this is where you do your conversation. Right? So this is this conversation. Maybe ask everybody, how you feeling today? What are you feeling coming into the meeting? Maybe I just like, I just got my previous meeting. Letting them express it, expressing will help them get into the right mindset before they go. And then check out. Give them a chance to get ready for the next meeting. Because, come on, we all know in this Outlook world and this calendar world, electronic calendar world, you got meeting after meeting after meeting. And you really want to give yourself some runway space you've been all talking, and now that you want to decompress, relax, hopefully, because think of it this way, it could be like SpaceX. So you not one SpaceX, not spaceship. We're all excited. We finished. Yeah, we just blew up, right? So you kind of want to relax it a little bit, right? So on your checkout part, just chill it down. Let them get ready for the next meeting. Some people can go a million miles an hour, but most people can't. So in your next meeting, do a check-in, do a checkout. Check-in is, how are you feeling? What are you feeling right now? Any thoughts on your mind that you had before we get into the meeting that you want to just express, relax, take a deep breath, do some stretches, whatever it takes to do that. And then check out. Help them get ready for the next meeting. You're a facilitator. You're there to help them make it through the day, have a little fun, relax a little bit, so their mind's focused on what they're doing and not jumbling around. Maybe you give everybody a 5-minute break. Okay, email check. You know what? That would be a good one. Check out. Maybe So instead of not spaceship, but that's true. You can do an email check. So you can do an email check at the end, right? So at the end of the meeting, hey, everybody, we're going to end 5 minutes early so you can check your emails, get ready for your next meeting, see if there's any because I want your attention. The group wants your attention, right? The group wants everybody's attention. The group, otherwise, why you're meeting, right? So maybe even here you can do an email check. Actually, I wouldn't do the email check. Don't do the email check. No email check at the beginning, because if they find something, they're not going to come back. So do an email check at the end as you check out. Okay, the other item is team norms. And I'm going to ask you, and maybe, I don't know if I cover this again, but I'm going to do it anyhow. What's more important? Team norms, having them, or producing them, the act of building them as a team? I would argue they both have something, but I would argue putting together team norms as a team provides more value to the team than the actual team norms, especially in the beginning. Later on, the team norms have the document has more value. So maybe so the idea being is that there's more interaction. I'll draw something and send it later. I just want to take a picture. Maybe I'll draw again. Boop, peanuts. And that goes there, and I'm going to take a picture. Oops. Picture. Okay, got a picture. I'm going to erase this. So think of it this way. Team norms, right? What's the act? The idea is how the organization is going to work together. Okay? And I'm going to use 2 colors. Okay. And this is time. This is value. The vertical charge is value. The horizontal is time. The act of putting the team norms together has high value, and then it goes low value later on. Okay? So this is assembling team norms. This is team norms. So you're doing team norms. So at first, in the beginning of time, when the team's just forming, the assembly of the team norms is a good bonding exercise, right? So there's a lot of bonding. Now, what comes in handy is that red pen. What comes in handy? So there's also this. The documentation at some point will be more important. Okay, the document. So at first, it's not as very important. But later on, as you run, the documentation might have more value as you go. And maybe it's not quite that. So it might also at some point in time come up, and then it'll come back down because you'll have it memorized. So this is the documentation trail. So later on, as people come in and out and they're really moving, the documentation becomes important. Right? And this is but it's going to go down later on too, because everybody's going to be used to each other. So comes down this point, you got a long team, long time team, and this is a young team. And this here is where the managers come in. The managers come in and stakeholders. So in the middle where it goes up because of for documentation, you can share that documentation with stakeholders and managers when they want to start messing with your teams, right? So this is the value of team norms. The assembly process where they go team bonding. So this is team bonding, right? And intros. So on this side, this is really team bonding and intro. So it has a lot of importance for them to learn how to talk, learn how to share, figure out how they want to operate together. And later on, as they become a long-time team, it goes down. However, documentation at first, they always say, you've got to have a document. And what I worry about is when they have this document thing, is there's so many coaches, so many organizations will provide you the team norms rather than letting the team come up with it. My recommendation on that, let the team do a whiteboard session, something like that. Build the team norms as a group. Then have the list of like team norms you have across the organization. And once they're done, you compare those team norms to the other ones that, and there's anything in the organizational team norms that they want to add, they can add it to their team norms. Okay, that's how we teach our facilitation class in our ACC class too. We do it where you figure it out first. Use your brain, because what do we do as coaches? We teach people how to think. That's the most important thing, because you know why? I ain't gonna be there all the time. I mean, even I know the company I'm with now, at some point in time, they're like, oh, we'll be good on our own. It's like, yeah, you're going to be a bit a while, but sure, if that's your logic, then my job here is to teach you how to think in an agile mindset, not so much build artifacts. Okay. So those are the two things. So congrats on SpaceX for doing their agile approach to launching a rocket and landing it, even though it fell over and broke. And then do a check-in, check-out for meetings, right? So check-in is how is everybody feeling? Take them a chance to decompress, rest, get their minds ready. Then you really go high performing for 20 minutes and you stay attention. Then the last 5 minutes you give them a checkout. Maybe it's an email check. Say, hey, that would be amazing. Tell all your people here, do an email check before you go out to the next meeting. We're out, and then they get 5 minutes to check between meetings. Would be a nice thing to do. And then last on team norms, the act of building the norms versus the actual document. So at first, the act of building the norms can be more important in the end. They'll both come down, but at every point when having a document be very valuable when people try to break up your team operations. Okay? So with that, that's what I got for today. Give us a thumbs up. It is Thursday. Enjoy your Thursday. Ring the little bell so you can see us go live and everything. And I hope you have a good day. Take care. Bye. Happy scrumming. Enjoy. See you.